Hey, what's up everyone? George the Remote Seller here, coming to you with another live product research video with the most powerful tool on the market for Amazon wholesale sellers. So let me tell you why this is the most powerful tool on the market, and actually let me just show you. So one of the most important aspects to Astro Advanced Analytics is, we have many different data points and we score these data points so you can find stuff very, very fast. But this particular data point is one of the most powerful ones. Okay, so let me explain it to you. It's called the break-even strength score. So when we're talking about break-even, every item that we sell has a break-even price. So some products might be, for example, this one is $4.66. This one's $6. There are different break-even prices, but with Astro, we give it a score. So what does this actually mean? So let's compare a few positive ones and a few negative ones. This one here, for example, is light green. That means it's good. Not excellent, but good. This one here is dark red. It means very bad. So if we just open up the listing on the dark red one, and we just check out the small chart here, we don't even have to open up the big chart. Notice where our break even is. That's the break even line, and notice where the price is. The price is below the break even. So we know instantly that it's a bad product. It's not going to be profitable. It hasn't been profitable in its entire history. It's not a good product. If we go to this one here, that's positive. Let's check out this one. We can see that the buy box consistently has been, for the most part, above the break even line. Let's enlarge this chart and just see this. So we give this particular data point a score. So this one's good. It's not excellent. There are other ones that are excellent. We give this particular data point a score, and it's called the break-even strength score. So when we look at our entire list, like this one here, it has a very positive score. Let's check out this one. So when we look at an entire list, you see how positive this one? The break-even line is nice and low, and the buy box has always been above. So for the whole year, at least, this product has been profitable and never not been profitable. So we can look at the break-even strength and instantly know which products are profitable. So if I wanted to now, I could filter the entire ASIN list, and this list here is it's not too big, 1,700. I can filter out the whole list and only keep the ones with a positive and the best break-even score, the ones that have never had a loss. So I instantly can discount all the crappy ASINs and only look at the ones that are good. After, when we're looking at the ones that are good, we can start focusing on the ones that have high sales, little competition, no IP issues, or nothing like that. So we can really focus on the ASINs that are going to make us money and just remove all the rest, remove all the time-wasting ASINs. You know, there are a lot of times where some ASINs might be good for about, a few days or a few weeks, and people buy them, and then slowly they start dropping off again. That's because they didn't look at its history. We look at its history. We use a special algorithm, and we can check the history of every single ASIN and see if it's been historically profitable, not just profitable right now. And we can filter by this, and you can get to the results instantly. All right, having said all that, it's time to jump in and do the actual live product research on this video, on this list here. So we started off with a list with around, it was around 10,000 UPCs, but not many ASINs had high sales. So we ended up with 1,700 ASINs that are actually worth looking at. The other ones were removed. The one that with zero sales or too few sales were removed. So we're looking at 1,700 products in this list. I'm going to jump straight into the product research. So instead of actually filtering by the Astro score, let's filter by the break-even strength score. So the one I just mentioned to you. So let's go to break-even strength score. I'm going to tell Astro, only show me products that are more than or equal to good. So we're only going to see good and average. Next, let's go for high sales ASINs. So products with, ASINs with more than, let's say more than 100 or more sales. And let's also focus on products that have no IP issues. So IP issues, they can put your account at risk, and you want to avoid any ASINs that might, create problems for you. So let's say ones with no issues. You want to have at least more than one seller on an ASIN, because if there's only one seller, very high likelihood that it's only Amazon, or it's a seller with who has exclusive rights to that ASIN. So we want to remove them as well. So anyone that has only one seller, we want to remove them. So FBA offers, we want to have more than one. Let's also get products that are actually profitable. So let's go for ROI more than 40%. And let's apply those filters. So from 1711, let's see what we're left with after these filters are applied. So we're automatically going to be discounting everything that has historically been a loss. We're going to remove anything with less than 100 sales or with less than 99 sales. No IP issues, no products that have only one offer, and no products that have less than 40% ROI. Let's see how many we're left with. Now, normally going through 1711 ASINs one by one, you can imagine how long that takes. If it takes you 1 minute to analyze an ASIN fully, that's going to take you 1700 minutes to analyze them all. So it takes forever. Using this tool, you get to the results much faster. So now we're at 39 of the better ASINs. Now I do see some slow selling, slow volume ASINs or low volume ASINs. So let's actually just focus on the ones that sell in high volume. So let's go ahead and increase this filter and make this. Let's just make this 200. Because I don't want to sell products that only sell 20 or 30 units a month. You know. I want to, considering the competition, I want to sell products that sell much higher volume, at least 60, 70 units per month. So from 39 will be a lot less, maybe like 10 or 15 products, but let's just focus on then those 10 or 15 ASINs better. There we go, 16. We didn't remove Amazon, but that's okay. We'll just have a look at these ones as well. We don't have to get them unless there's competition. All right, so the first one. A lot of Amazon. Amazon's been on the buy box 52% of the time in the recent, in the last 30 days. It's kind of comfortable when it comes to its break-even strength. It's been good for the last, since early November. Before that, it was a bit close to the break-even line, but it still looks okay. Now, most of the buy box is shared between Amazon and What America Buys, and they're an FBM seller. So if we were to list this product at $12.96, where that's the buy box price. It's this product here. I don't even know what it is. It's some little brushes. We could get 41% ROI, which is decent, I guess. Now, one of the big red flags on this one is Amazon. You don't want to go against Amazon too much. So that's a red flag. But what I'm seeing here is this seller here is at $13.12. They go up against Amazon. They've gone 3% of the buy box. So it seems that they do share somewhat, but you have to list at a low price. You might have to undercut Amazon, but Amazon might keep dropping the price. Look, I won't go for this ASIN because you don't want to see Amazon be on the listing that much. There are probably much better ASINs on this list. So the second one. Okay, let's have a look at this one. So this has a much better buy box spread. So 32% for this one. Not too many. This one seems a lot better. Very good break-even strength. There's quite a few sellers. If you look at the seller count, up at 24 sellers or so at the moment. So it's above average, but very nice buy box data. Looks good. Just looking at the title, it's not a multi-pack. Just want to compare the title, the product with our supplier's title. Yes, all purposes, glue, pint. Yep, looks good. Very nice price, very nice ROI. All the scores are green. In terms of sales per month, not that high, but high enough to make some good money. I usually want to try to make at least $100 per ASIN that I sell on Amazon. And this one, at $6.53, 300 sales per month, and we'll be able to get at least 60 for us, considering all the competition. That's more than $100. That's a few $100 worth of profit. So yeah, I'm going to consider this one. Going to go ahead and mark this one. And move on to the next one. So this one here, it's some little wool thing. Now I'm just checking out the description of our supplier. It doesn't come as a 3-pack, but it's sold as the 3-pack on Amazon. So I'm going to have to write in the number 3 over here and see if it's still profitable. And I doubt it is. Barely profitable. My prep is usually about $1.10 when it comes to multi-packs. So yeah, we got a very small profit at this point. So let's quickly just check out the chart. Yeah, I'm going to skip this one. And the main seller is selling both as FBA and FBM. So yeah, let's just skip this one. Next, another one with a lot of Amazon on it. So let's just check out just check out some of the data points here. Okay, so a lot of Amazon on this listing. Yeah, we'll avoid it for the same reasons as I avoided that first one. Let's go to the fifth one. Very high profit. Let's go check it out. So this is a 2-pack. You can also change the quantity pack over here. Let's just check out the title from the supplier. No, it doesn't come as a 2-pack, it comes as a 1-pack. Let's go ahead and type 2 right there. It's probably going to be a loss now. So yep, not even looking at this one. Next one. Again, a lot of Amazon on this one. Go ahead and open it up and see what type of share of the buy box Amazon is getting. So in the last 30 days, they've gotten 52%. Let's go back, check out the 90 days. Okay, so this one is kind of being shared. So I am a bit more comfortable by one where Amazon kind of shares the buy box as opposed to the other ones. Now, Amazon is in the buy box at $26.24, and the next lowest, FBA sellers are at $35.22 and $36.99. So and $35.01. So we could actually get a profit at this price, and it's a decent profit. So we could technically compete against Amazon. I do see a bit of a drop in price just over here, so that is something to think about. It does bring a bit of a risk factor there. You don't like seeing that right there. So it does show you that Amazon can drop the price quite low. Something to think about there. If I ever do buy a product like this, I'll buy the minimum amount I could, like just maybe 60 units, test it out, see how it goes. You don't want to risk too much money, maybe even less, because it's a bit expensive. Unit cost is $11.58. I might even buy just only 24 units or so, a bit over $240. Just test it out, see how it goes. If it goes well, nice amount of profit. If it doesn't, might be a small loss. So I'm just going to consider this one as well. Next, this is kind of looks like a sheet of paper or something. Okay, it's a mat. It's a cutting mat. Comfortable break-even strength. It hasn't really dropped below the break-even line in its entire history, from what I'm looking at, except for this part right there, which may have been an FBM seller. Seems okay. Nice, comfortable product. Let's go ahead and check out the other data points. So you have this seller with double listed, so they may have made a mistake right there, listing their product twice, creating 2 SKUs basically in their inventory for this product. That is actually a bit of a red flag in Amazon's view. Sometimes you can do 2. You can list it twice, one as an FBA seller, one as an FBM seller, but you shouldn't be doing that both FBA sellers. Yeah, so that's one thing you got to look at. Decent sales are not too high, but the profit is quite high. So I'll definitely consider this one. There are no IP issues, so I'm going to go ahead and mark that one. Next, what is this? Heat and Bond Adhesive Value Pack. Okay, a lot of Amazon on this one as well. Break-even strength is good. Let's go ahead and check out the listing. Let's go and check out the buy box spread over different periods, 18%. Okay, so it's been a bit high. It's been a bit high historically. Right now it's a bit low in the last 30 days. A lot of sales. Decent amount of profit. Now, again, because Amazon, there's so much Amazon in this listing, I wouldn't go too high in terms of how many units to buy. I would probably buy the minimum amount on anything where Amazon's fully in stock, because you don't know if they just drop the price and undercut you. So just got to be hesitant with ASINs like that. Again, a bit of Amazon in this listing. This seller is dominating the buy box, so I wouldn't want to get this one. Go on to the next one. Okay, so this one, if you see in the alerts section where the IP issue is, there's a little circle around that. That means the brand is selling the product. And if you actually look at the offers, you see there, right there, the brand is selling the product. So maybe it's best to avoid ASINs where the brand is selling the product. This as well is also a 5-pack, so it's probably not as profitable as we thought it would be, and it's probably actually a loss. So yeah, we're avoiding that one. This one here is a 2-pack, so we want to write the number 2 right there, and if it's still profitable, which it's barely, so we're just going to pass over that one. So these are some juggling balls. I'm guessing the description says juggling balls, so it doesn't say juggling ball. So we need to see. I'm expecting that they come as a 3-pack. Juggling balls in general come as 3-packs. I assume you wouldn't sell juggling balls as juggling ball because that's not, they're not, then it's not for juggling. So I'm assuming this price is correct as a 1 unit from the supplier, even though it's a 3-pack on the 3-pack on the Amazon listing. $15.99. A lot of Amazon on this one as well. Let's go ahead and check out the data. 78% of the buy box in the last 30 days. If that number keeps going, it's a bit jumpy. Okay, not too sure about this one. Again, a lot of Amazon. I would probably just buy the minimal amount I could. I'll add it, but wouldn't buy too many of these. Okay, so what's this one? Cotton batting 1-pack. Okay, just looking at the data over here, $6.94 worth of profit, very profitable. A bit of Amazon in its most recent history. Let's check out the data here. Nice even spread of the buy box. Doesn't look looks okay. Doesn't look like it's very there's one seller dominating too much. It seems okay. Good break-even strength, not too many sales, but it seems like a product that we could probably get. Now, it's giving us 500 as an estimated sale because it's comparing us to the FBM seller. Now, obviously, there are a few other FBA sellers on this listing, and you might want to compare that, go up against them. So you probably should only buy around 60 or 120 units of this one. But as a test order, yeah, just keep it down to 60. So I'm considering this one as well. There's a few left. Let's check them out. Okay, I just want to check out this part here because I see the break even, the buy box drop below the break even. I just want to check out this period right there, what's going on there. If there are a lot of FBM sellers, it's okay. I don't mind. So that's an FBM seller at $5.90 right there. Again, an FB, trying to focus on that period right there. Another FBM seller at $5.49. Yeah, it seems like some FBM sellers are dropping the price. But in general, the price is at this $9 mark, 9 plus. So the price is fine. It seems okay. A bit of profit in there, $1.90, but 57% ROI is nice. Let's see the sales. 67 sales per month. Okay, barely above my minimum of $100 per ASIN to make in terms of monthly profit, but it's doable. Lower seller count. Yep, I'll consider this one as well. 2 more left. Okay, just confirming that it's the same product as the supplier description. This seller's getting, okay, this one is too tight in terms, it's too tight. I don't like this one, the way I see the data right there. It's too close to the break-even line. I'm going to go ahead and, I was going to say to pass on it, but I'm seeing quite a bit of profit, 86% ROI. Yeah, that's obviously very enticing. Look, historically, it's always been profitable. I don't see any period in its history. I've seen it drop close to the break-even line, but I've never seen it drop below the break-even line. So it is actually profitable. It is profitable. Just want to check out the spread of the buy box, and it's looking okay. This seller, for the most part, has been dominating the listing. From what I see, is that there must be there must be less sellers, so they're getting they've gotten a larger share of the buy box over the last month or two, and because there's less sellers, it's pushed the price upwards. So you should always consider the fact that there will be more sellers coming onto this listing. But regardless of that, like from what we see in the historic chart, this seems to be the lowest price around here, around that $9.99 mark. So it still seems like it will be profitable, even if the price drops back down because more sellers jump on this listing. So I will consider this one as well. And the last one is this one, and it seems like a 2-pack. it comes as a 2-pack from the supplier. That's why you got to check out your supplier description. It does come as a 2-pack. So in terms of what it writes here, 1 is correct. $1.06 worth of profit, 48% ROI. That does seem okay to me. Let's check out the listing. Nice even spread of the buy box, 34%, 14%. It's not one seller completely dominating it. Let's just go back to, yep, it's fine. Above our break even, not by too much. Yeah, the break-even check is good, not excellent. 120 sales per month considering the competition, 600 overall. Seemed like a good product to me. We'll consider it, no IP issues. There we go, nice and fast. Let's go ahead and mark this one as well. And let's send all these to a shortlist and see how many we're gonna purchase. So add to shortlist, live, PR, video 5. Okay. Let's go and check out this list now. Okay, so for any of the ASINs that are very expensive, okay, let's go back for a second. When it comes to ordering for the first time, you should always be doing test orders. So that means if you're ordering an ASIN for the first time ever, you've never sold this ASIN before, always buy a test order. So that means buying between 30 or 36 units to 60 units, for example. Don't buy anything more than that. Now, if it's extremely cheap, like the product costs like $1, you might, and the numbers indicate that you can buy a lot of them because they have high sales volume, maybe you can up that to about 120 per month. 120 units for them to sell over the month. But if it's a very expensive product, for example, if it costs $20 or $30, you might want to even drop that down to just 12 units or even 6 units. Just test it out. You want to test things out because there are many things that can go wrong. So you might be gated and you didn't notice. Obviously, you always have to create the ASIN in your inventory before talking to a supplier about buying the stuff. You know, you might get a buyer complaint. You might get the brand ask you for your invoices. There are many things that can go wrong. So that's why you always want to start, when you start selling an ASIN for the first time, you always want to start with test orders. You always want to go slowly and then slowly, you know, after a month or two go by and all the data looks good, start increasing the units and buy the appropriate amount according to what actually sells per month. So, you know, you might send, you know, 60 units of a product. They'll sell off in a week, for example, if it's got very high sales volume. That kind of gives you the indication that maybe next month or the month after, I can buy 60 units times 4 weeks, which is a month, or 4.3 weeks. So that way, you know you can start building. You can start growing into how many sales you can actually get for that ASIN. You don't want to go straight up for the straight up and have something wrong happen, and you lose your entire investment. All right, so given that this is the case, all these ones with where Amazon is on the listing heavily, like these 4 here, I'm just going to quickly check out the sales volume and the price. So I wouldn't buy too many of all these. I wouldn't go for 500, no way. Now, because this one's kind of expensive, I'll probably limit that to around 36 units. Looking at this one now, this one sells a lot as well, but there's a lot of Amazon. It's not that expensive. It's only $5, so I'll probably get 60 of these. This one here is a bit more expensive, so I'll probably get 36 of these. Yep, 36 of these, no more. And this one here, $5. Yeah, I'll probably buy around 60 of these. Now for the rest, I won't go for a test order. I'll just go get the maximum amount that you could get. That I'll get. Let's assume that I've already done a test order, so I'll just get a maximum amount for these. So this one here recommends 60. This one here is even less, 43. So they usually sell in multiples of 6s or 12s. So given that says 40, 43, I should probably buy around 42. Get 60 of these. 120 of these. And another 60 of these. And let's see what this order looks like. So 534 units, $3,700 worth of goods, $2,167 worth of profit, and 53% ROI. All right, not bad for 20 minutes of work. Okay, so I'm going to upload this video, and you let me know what you think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.